markings or something like that that you don't really want to stand out a lot, but you want them to be there and noticeable but not overpowering, then I definitely recommend the 005. Is that upside down? No. Okay. Because that is like really small and you can do a lot of really good detailed stuff with that. And then for like your face and stuff, you know, if you draw people, I mean, I don't know what you're drawing, but you know, like 03 or 02. 03 is used for a lot of things. You can do pretty much all of your drawings with 03. 03 is like the mid-ground of perfectness. I mean, it's not the best for doing subtle details and not for making really bold lines, but you can do pretty much anything with 03. It's amazing. 05 is obviously the step up of 03. That one is good for like bold hairlines and stuff like that. And then 08, that one, this one, they all look the same except for the little number on the end and the number on the side, but this one is definitely good for like, you know, if you do like, if you're drawing a person, like a manga person or anime, you know, something like that, you do like the outline of the body only, like the outside lines, and I've seen people do that a lot. I do it sometimes. I don't always like it, but sometimes it works and makes a really cool effect. 08. Again, good for darkening things, harsh lighting, stuff like that. Okay, next thing on the list of tools to talk about, mechanical pencils. You do not need to go to a fancy art store to buy mechanical pencils. I mean, seriously, you go to a fancy art store and you buy mechanical pencils, it's like twice as much as it would be at like Fred Meyer's or Walmart. So, I like these. I'm sure I think everybody knows these pencils. This, okay, I'm gonna get to that second. This one's also Paper Mate. I don't know if this one's as popular, the Comfort Mate, whatever. I actually really like these. They're fun to write with and draw with, but okay, so when you are drawing and you want to make your drawings very neat, I have had a problem in the past with making my drawings neat and look well done, I guess you could say. So when you're drawing, I don't recommend just using 0.7. 0.7 is amazing, and again, it's kind of like that 0.3 Sakura pen. You can do almost anything with 0.7 except for keeping your drawings neat. When you are drawing the initial stuff, you know, 0.5. I really, really recommend 0.5. You can draw with it all the time if you want to, or you can only do your lines with it or something. I actually really like drawing with this. 0.7 I love drawing with as well. Both of them I love. 0.9 lead, I don't like it as much, but again, if you're trying to do like harsh lighting or bold things, then 0.9 lead is really good to use as well. They have even smaller ones than 0.5, like 0.3 and 0.2 and stuff. Unless you're doing only pencil art and you're doing like really small details, I don't see the point of getting them. 0.5 is small enough. So I mean, you can try 0.3 and 0.2. You know, give me some feedback. Tell me how that works for you. But I've never actually like seen them in stores. I mean, I don't want to go out and spend $20 on 0.3 graphite pencil, you know, mechanical pencil, when I can just use a 0.5 and it works just as good. And I can get it for like a quarter of the price. So these are great, and these are great. And also this one in 0.7 is great too, and 0.9, you know. Clear points. I love clear points. They're the greatest. Come from Mates R2. Okay, one of the last tools I'm going to talk to you about right now, just for today, one of the last, is Copic markers. I'm sure pretty much everybody knows what Copic markers are. If you don't, look them up. They're amazing. I know everyone thinks, oh, markers? What, like Crayola? no. Copic markers are probably the best art investment you will ever get. No offense to you Prismacolor users out there. Prismacolor is great with their colored pencils and stuff, but I'm sorry. Nobody, and I mean nobody, beats Copic markers. This is a Copic marker sketch. This color is YG63 Pea Green. Okay, so each Copic marker has a number, and that associates it with its color family and its darkness or lightness. So, yeah, Copic markers. I have a lot. I have 2 holders full. I have this thing, which is like 70. Hair's really long, gets everywhere. And then I have this one, which isn't all the way full, but as you can tell, there's a lot. They are expensive, I am letting you know that now. If you don't mind getting used ones and you want to try them out, I don't recommend buying brand new ones. Maybe go onto Amazon or eBay and get yourself a set of cheap ones. And my favorite ones are the sketches. It has this end, which makes your life amazing. It's like a paintbrush, but a marker. It's amazing. And then I have your chisel end, which I rarely ever use, but it's a good thing to have. It is a good thing to have. I do use it sometimes for backgrounds and stuff like that. Copic markers. Not Copic, Copic. I really recommend them. Yes, they're expensive, but they're amazing. They are amazing. I mean, I can't even begin to express how much I love Copic markers. I mean, I saw them and I was like, wow, that is way overpriced. And I started using them and I'm like, wow, this was so worth it. I mean, they're like $7 a pen, but you save up, you can get them, you know. Ask it for Christmas or something. Eventually you will get them. I didn't just get these all in one day. You know, this is over a period of like 3 years. But they are definitely a good investment, and the reason that they're so expensive is, one, because they're simply amazing. You can blend the colors, do so many things like that. But you can but the really cool things is you can replace your marker tips, and you can get refills that last you like 10 markers. So you're saving a lot of money when you buy the refill, because it's like $8, at least from the store that I get it from. And it lasts you for like 10 markers instead of going back and buying a $7 marker 10 more times. So Copic markers are really worth it. I really recommend them a lot. Prismacolors, I'm sorry, I'm not a fan. I have some Prismacolors and they sucked. Marker wise, the color is good, but I use them more for backgrounds and stuff that I don't really want to use my Copic markers on, because the Prismacolors are just, I'm sorry. And there are people out there who can use Prismacolors, and there are people out there who can do it, but honestly, Copic markers beat Prismacolor out by none. I mean, Prismacolors are no match. Now, their colored pencils are good, but I think Copic marker also has a colored pencil line, which are amazing. I'm not sure, but I've seen some videos on YouTube with people using Copic marker colored pencils, I think. Yeah, I'll look that up later. But Copic markers for coloring, that is like all you should use. I mean, colored pencils are great too. If you like doing computer art, that's awesome too. But yeah, Copic markers, get them. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about my last tools now. So these are the basic things that I use when I color. You know, I showed you the fancy artist pencils, the mechanical pencils, the Sakura pens, the Copic markers, stuff like that. So I'm going to show you one of the most amazing things you will ever own, besides Copic markers if you ever get those. I'm sure people have seen these. A whiteout pen? Are you kidding me? This is amazing. You know, you've heard of people using white gel pens, which I do use all the time. Another amazing tool for doing highlights. Amazing, simply amazing.